me when we was going together. So, bitch, I'm going to catch a lift, and I'm going to come to you. So, girl, I caught a lift. Shoot. What? So girl, I caught a lift to him. But then as soon as I catch a lift to him, I'm like, all right, you want to fight? Let's fight. So he walked up to me. He was just like, I know what you want. You want a hug. But that did work, though. He had give me a hug, and then he was like, you want to go have drinks? So, girl, we went in the quarters, and we went had drinks. So I'm thinking this is our moment. I'm thinking this is our time. Like, we spending time together. You know, this is us rebuilding whatever. And so we in the quarters spending time. And then all of a sudden, you act like you feeling good. We done took shots. We done smoked. We done did all that. And now I'm just like, whenever you ready to go, we could go. And he was just like, all right. Like, he ain't say nothing. So we walked, and then he called the lift. And I'm like, oh, we sharing the lift? Or, you know, I'm basically like, we sharing the lift, or you coming by me? And girl, the lift was for me. Bitch, he called me a lift. And I was like, well, where you going? He was like, oh, I'm not done yet. I still want... You're not done. Like, bitch, what else is there to do? Like, what is there to do in the quarters without me that you couldn't do while I was there? Since I don't go with you, if you wanted to holler at girl... Like, I don't know what he wanted to do out there. But the first thing in my mind was you wanted to talk to females out there. So, bitch, I was in that lift going crazy. Girl, I jumped out that lift, bitch. I jumped out that lift. I swear to God, at the light. I said, ma'am, I can't do this. And I jumped out the lift, bitch. She was like, where you going? Where you going? I said, ma'am, I can't do this. Girl, I jumped out the lift. Girl, I called this phone at least 103 times, bitch. I kept calling this phone. I was like, where you at? Where you at, girl? He answered the phone, you know, trying to be all high and tipsy or whatever. And, girl, I saw, like, a TV in the background. So, he was in one of them bars. Or he was in one of those clubs. And I was like, yeah, bitch, your best bet is to be in the bar or the club so I can't find you. Bitch, when I'm telling you, girl, I had took out my knife. And I was walking up and down Bourbon, girl, with my knife out. Because if I find you, I'm going to stab you. Because, like, I'm in this moment where I just feel like I'm feeling played because we hanging together. And then you feel like you got to finish the night by yourself. Bitch, why you couldn't finish the night with me? Like, bitch, if you wasn't ready to go, then we could have stayed. No, I told you I wanted to hang in the quarters by myself. I wanted some me time. Bitch, that ain't no me time, bitch. It's about to be stab time. Okay, bitch, it's about to be ICU time. That's what it's gonna be. So, girl, he just like keep answering the phone. But then he stopped answering the phone. But then he kept answering the phone. Then he stopped answering the girl. And it was real crazy. And, like, I'm getting nervous. Girl, when I'm telling you, I had walked around the French Quarters at least about an hour and a half, girl, trying to find him. And I could not find him, bitch. Because every time he answered the phone, it was like he was in a different location. Like, bitch, like he playing hide and seek, bitch. I swear to God, bitch. I was evil. I was so evil because my mind just went so, oh, you want to go out there? Because, you know, like, it's Bourbon Street. Like, everybody out there are sluts and whores and everybody drinking and everybody looking to get into something. Well, I know I used to. When I used to go out there, bitch, I was looking to suck a dick. So, the fact that you in the quarters and all that is just making me nervous because it's like I don't feel like we done. But obviously you want your space, you want your time out there, you feel like you done. So like my phone had went dead, so now I'm just walking blind, girl. I don't even have no way to call him no more. And I'm just going through places. I'm just like looking, you know what I'm saying, bitch? I'm just looking like, bitch, I'm trying to get bars to get on the microphone and call his name on the loudspeaker and all that, bitch, like he got lost at Walmart or something. Can you please come back to the front of the store? Like, bitch, that's what it's giving. Like, bitch, I want him back because I'm going to beat the mess out of him, but girl, I can't find him. So, like, after an hour and a half, bitch, I give up. And I see somebody I know, girl, and they give me a ride home. So, girl, I go home, I charge my phone. As soon as I charge my phone, I call him, and like he in one of the little clubs, and he just rapping along to the music, but he got the camera in my face, and in his face, and he just like, and I'm just like, bitch, I'm laying in the bed, bitch. I'm supposed to be asleep because I got work in a couple of hours, bitch. I'm laying in the bed, girl. I am so, you ever had beignets? Am I not from New Orleans? I had beignet donuts this morning. So, girl, I'm just like really, 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 really aggravated. So I'm sitting there laying in the bed, and I'm just like, bitch, I'm giving him like an evil look, and he just like, what's the name of that song? I think that's the song they was playing in one of the little bars. They was playing a song when it was like, when the brand go up, And they stay there, you know, the little, yeah. Uptown, all we do is win, win, win. Look, I even remember the song, girl. That's how, this is toxic, okay? So, he like, you good? You not tripping no more? You good? You good? And I'm just like, is he serious? I was not tripping earlier, bitch. I was serious. I was going to jug you. Okay, bitch, like a barbecue fork, bitch. You was, I was gonna get you together. Oh, DJ Khaled, all right, yeah, you know that song. That's what was playing, bitch. So that was it. But then the funny thing about it was, as soon as I wake up, girl, they got a news report on my phone saying 5 people shot in the French quarters. So, bitch, you could have been one of the 5. You could have been one of the 5. Why you want to sit up there and laugh and joke and play and hang in the quarters and you don't know nothing about the quarters? You could have been one of the 5 people shot. So then, I call, bitch, as soon as I wake up, I call his phone in the morning before I even get ready for work. Bitch, I call his phone and he was like getting ready for work. So I was just like, oh, all right, you alive. And he was like, yeah, I'm alive, what's up? But I ain't really want to talk, so I hung up. Because I was mad, like, bitch, I'm really still stalking you after you just showed me you don't love me because you broke up with me. And you know, I felt like we both wanted a relationship, but then I had to realize you was using me. But till this day, like I said, bitch, I have a text message from yesterday. Yesterday was the last time I talked to him. Yesterday, he's still trying to play this role like he never played on me. He never used me. He never did any of this. He want these things to feel like it was my fault. He said I'm aggravating. He said I'm this, he said I'm that. So let me tell you what happened yesterday. So yesterday was the last day, right? He's still bringing up the tattoo. Oh, because I can't believe you got that. That's just some foul shit and all that. Not yesterday. Yesterday. Let me tell you what happened yesterday. So yesterday, you know how you just wake up, right? So I woke up and like, I be scrolling through YouTube. So the night before, I was scrolling through YouTube. And like, I be watching like Yogirlmel old stuff. I be watching TV shows. Girl, I was watching All American. I was watching all type of shit. Like, the man was telling Spencer that he got to find out, like, what was the cause of his arm being, you know, damaged, nerve damage, when it really was his mind. So I'm just like, girl, I got to find out, you know, who my person is, who damaging me, girl. And I got Iyanla Van Zandt playing in my head, like, find your source, find your resource. Why is she hurting you? Like, that's the emotion. I'm just like, yeah, I gotta tell him how I feel. I gotta tell him how I feel. Now, you know that if you, I saw you just talking to so now you know, like, bitch, if you on the phone with somebody that you know have a bad temper problem, they can hang up. So I call his phone because I need you to answer because I have to get this off my chest. Iyanla said I have to get it off my chest. The man on All American told him that he got to get it off his chest. So I have to get this off my chest. Answer the phone. He don't want to answer the phone. Now, I'm not telling you to answer the phone, but I'm letting you know ahead of time. When I call you and tell you what I have to tell you, do not hang up in my face. But that's not how he took the message. He took the message as he had to answer the phone. So, bitch, he at his mama house. Because I know he was off. That's the message that triggered him. Because he going to talk about something. Man, I was doing stuff. I was busy. No, bitch, you was never going to answer the phone. You got triggered because when I text you, I said, I'm going to come to your job. That didn't bother him because he knew he wasn't at work. But then when I sent that second message, and I said, but I need you to answer the phone. I said, but I have to get this off my chest. And I really need to talk to you. And I know you probably not at work. You're probably by your mama or you're probably by some hoe. But if you're by your mama, I'm on my way. Bitch, when I said that, he answered that phone. He called me back, bitch. She was like, man, stop fucking playing. So his mama like, don't do all that. You want to talk? Because, you know, they stay in like a little smaller apartment complex. So she telling him in the background, don't do all that. Son, don't do all that yelling. So he yelling in front of his mama. And so she telling him, take the phone down the street or whatever. Don't do all that yelling. I'm thinking to myself, like, I don't know what the fuck you telling him don't do all that yelling for. Because if he acts stupid, we're going to yell in front of the apartment complex. I came there before last year. Well, I came there before at the beginning of January. Everybody know. And you were so nervous and scared. And you lied and said you don't live there. And, bitch, you heard me bang on the wrong door. You let me bang on the wrong door on purpose, bitch, when I was supposed to bang on your door. And if your mama would have answered the phone, bitch, whoever wanted could have got it. But at the end of the day, He answered the phone and we fussing. So the fact that I said what I had to say and I just let it be known. I was just like, you are a user. You are a manipulator. You just, you came in my life to inconvenience what I had going on. I had to let him know everything. And I was like, Iyanla told me to forgive you. He was like, who the fuck is Iyanla? Who the fuck is that? And I'm just like, Iyanla told me to forgive you. And I said, the man on All American told me to forgive you. I forgive you for everything you've done to me. You are the hurt. You are the reason, girl. And he's just like, man, what the fuck you talking about? What the fuck you talking about? And I said, he was like, yeah, whatever. I said, you are the hurt. You are the reason why I am the way I am. And like, but I was just like, I forgive you for everything you've done to me. Like, that's just basically what it was. And like, we just still fussing on the phone. So once I told him, bitch, cause you ain't gonna block me, you ain't gonna do none of that stupid shit because that's my phone. Cause technically, that's still my phone. I'm literally at work hanging on to it. Cause technically, you still using my phone, right? So that was the whole thing. Like, I still hold on to the fact that you using my phone. Girl, why when we got off the phone, this boy called me 2 hours later. Bitch from the mall. Bitch, he called me from Oakwood Mall 2 hours later. The bitch had bought a new phone. Oh, the bitch had bought a new phone. Girl, I am mad. So you sitting at your mama house and you was able to buy a new PlayStation within 2 days. And now you bought a new phone because I keep holding the fact that you got my phone. And so you went bought you like a 11 or a 12 or something. But this is the thing, right? You got a new phone. But you had already paid the bill for the old phone. But the phone that you had was a prepaid. So that number can't be transferred over when you get a new account because the prepaid and the regular account don't match. So you had to get a new number. So you really sitting up there and you want me to beg you for your new number. Y'all, I didn't ask him for it. He was like, if you want the new number, just ask for it. I'm not about to ask you for your number. I felt like if you wanted me with your number, you would have gave it to me. So, I don't have your new number. You talking about something? Yeah, because they still got more days on this phone. Once this phone go out, I'ma text you my new number. I don't want it. Like, I want it secretly, but I don't want it because if you have a problem with me calling you now, then I don't want to hear the whole thing about you having second doubts about giving me your number and you feel bad. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to call your phone on a new number and you sitting up there and you feeling like knowing all along you wanted that. Thank you, girl. I said the same thing. You can read my text. Like, I don't really do typing text messages. I do voice records. In my voice record, it said the same thing. I'm like, tell me the truth. Did you go to the mall to change your number? Or did you go to the mall specifically just to get a new phone, whether or not you would have still kept your real number? No, I swear to God, I would have kept the same number. I said, I don't feel like that. I feel like you went there to change your number. That's what I feel like. Well, if I went there to change my number, why would I tell you? But you didn't give me the new number. Like, till this day, you still have not given me the, even it was just yesterday. But it don't matter. Till this day, bitch, I still don't have the new number. You asking me, do I want the new number? I don't want it. And then you talking about, I'm going to give it to you, I don't want it. Because at the end of the day, just like you can have a new number. I've been having this same cell phone number since 2012. I think it's time for me to get a new number. If you want to be truthful, you don't need my number. I don't need your number. I think that we really have to move on. So, I'm sending messages like that. Like, I'm sending voice records. Like, I just think it's so funny. Like, that's not voice record. Like, my voice record, yes, yesterday just seemed like forever. Like, girl, this is going to be my first time ever going a full day without talking to him. And you know how dudes is. I don't